Vincent Raboya Miguelin. Our topic for today is all about retraction of Jose Rizal. Today, we will be introducing one of the most controversial topics in Philippine history, the retraction of Dr. Jose Rizal. The retraction refers to a document allegedly signed by Rizal on December 29, 1896, a day before his execution, stating that he withdrew his criticisms against the Catholic Church and reaffirmed his faith. In other words, this document claims that Rizal took back his earlier beliefs. Up to now, historians continue to debate whether this retraction is authentic or not. Pwede siyang tinuod, pwede ko siyang dili. Some believe that Rizal truly signed the document, while others question it because of inconsistencies in the handwriting, wording, and circumstances surrounding its discovery. Importante kini nga issue because it affects how we understand Rizal's principles, convictions, and legacy as our national hero. In this report, we will examine the different perspectives and available evidence to better understand whether Jose Rizal truly retracted his beliefs before his death.
So good day, ma'am. I'm Emilia John Lloyd, the first presenter. So our topic is about the retraction of Jose Rizal. And our controversy is why did Jose Rizal truly retract his own beliefs? So later on we will discuss about it. Okay, now let's proceed. Introduction. The retraction of Jose Rizal refers to the alleged document that hero Dr. Jose Rizal supposedly signed hours before his execution on December 30, 1896. So this means that Jose Rizal is believed to have written and signed a document before he was executed. So important siya ang document because it shows a change in his beliefs. So the word alleged is used kay daghang historians nga na questions if the document is tinatagyan or delete. Historical background of the study. Rizal was imprisoned in Fort Santiago for supporting reform movements. The Catholic Church considered many of his ideas heretical. Hours before his execution, Spanish friars claimed he signed a retraction letter. The document only surfaced 34 years later, under suspicion. So Rizal was jailed in Fort Santiago because he supported reform movements against the Spanish abuses. So the Catholic Church found the Catholic Church see in many of his ideas about as offensive against their teachings. So before his executions, friars claimed he signed a retraction letter, but the letter only appeared 34 years later. So ang pagkadali ani is nag-cause siya sa mga tao pagduda if the document is real or fake. The issue became controversial because the original document disappeared almost 40 years, only to surface in 1935. Multiple conflicting versions also raised questions about its authenticity. So the original document disappeared nearly 40 years later. So people question its authenticity. So authenticity meaning to say if the document is real, credible, real or fact. So when it finally surfaced in 1935, so different versions of the document were found. So tungod na wala nagkasinabot, nag-cause na siya sa mga tao to become doubtful sa. So muna na punta din sa point nga nag-debate na rin ng mga historians. The study explores these conflicting claims using primary sources, testimonies, historical context, and modern interpretation to understand whether the retraction truly happened or many of these have been fabricated or influenced by political and religious motives. So this study aims to examine whether Jose Rizal truly retracted his beliefs. So it uses primary sources, testimonies, and historical context to analyze the issue. So the study also considers modern interpretations to understand how viewpoints have changed. So overall, it tries to determine if the retraction was genuine or influenced by political, religious pressure.
Good day, ma'am. And I will discuss in the part of the report the structure of the citizen. Help student understand the historical documents can contain bias. So, historical documents can be 100%. Objective can be influenced by the right personal feelings or belief. These points makatabang sa estudyante makita ng mga bias. So, showing the importance of examining evidence before accepting historical claim. So, ayaw lang pagkusa ka ng basa. Importante matanaw kung ba o decide for yourself if historical claim makes sense. Encourage critical thinking when analyzing primary sources. Katong tanawin mo ang original na document, there kung letters and diaries from the past time, nung naog ayo, don't just take the encourage critical thinking when analyzing primary sources. Kung tanawin mo ang original document like letters or diaries from the time, una-una ayo, don't just take them from face value and analyze them para makatabang to get closer the real truth kung unsa man yung tapos gitabo, not just one person. Help Filipinos understand how political motive can influence historical narrative. So, this politics can twist, so kayang lubagon the way history is told. This points help Filipinos see how political goals can affect the stories we hear about the past. So, strength, appreciation of Rizal as a complex human being, not just a hero. So, si Rizal, hindi lang perfect hero. He was the real person with his own struggle and complexities. These studies help us appreciate him as a well-rounded individual. So, relevance of document during that time. During Rizal time and the early year after the execution, the supposed reduction document was very significant because it served the interests of Spanish colonial government in the Spanish colonial government of Catholic Church. It's true that reduction would weaken the Filipino revolutionary movement by showing that Rizal returned to the church and turned away from his early system. So the document claiming Rizal reduction is believed was big deal back then. It helped the Spanish government and the church revolutions because it would look like Rizal gave up his ideals. So the church used the claim to protect its authority in reputation as Rizal writing greatly criticized religious abuses. For the Spanish government, a retraction would serve a propaganda suggesting that even the Filipino hero submitted their own authority in the end. So the church used the retraction to say even Rizal gave back to us. This was because he had to criticize them before the Spanish government used it as propaganda to show they were in charge, lying that even a hero like Rizal ended submitting to their power. So, in short, during the period, the documents oppose colonial power, religious authority, and political control. Basically, during that time, the retraction document held a Spanish colonial power, the church, religious authority, and the government political control stay in charge. It was all about maintaining their power.
Hey ma'am, I'm Benjamin Duan, and I will discuss the relevance of the documents in the person of time. Today, the reduction of controversy raised by the relevance because it encourages deeper to understand of historical truth, bias, and interpretation. More of scholar students use it to learn how to evaluate sources critically and how political or religious institution may influence historical records. It also shapes how Filipinos view Rizal's characters, whether they remain firm in his beliefs until death or choose reconciliation. And this is all about help people to understand the history maker and to teach our students and scholar to think critical, check sources and carefully and recognize possible bias or influence from the institution.
My part today covers the core of this controversy and the key players on both sides. Let's start with a question that's been asked for over a century. Did Jose Rizal really truly retract his beliefs before he was executed? From the historical record, two have come up, and that's where the debate begins. Events of his last night, December 29, are what we're focusing on here because that's when the retraction is supposed to have happened. So, this retraction have two major claims, which is the version 1. Rizal signed a formal retraction letter, and the version 2 is the retraction letter is not authentic. First, let's say out the two claims clearly. Version 1 says that Rizal signed a document that took back his criticism of the Catholic Church, reaffirmed his faith, and even condemned the revolution. And the version 2 says this letter is fake, either forged by the colonial government or church or signed under pressure, so Rizal could be buried in consecrated ground. So, di ba, ang version 1 is, yung pasabot is na permahan yun ni Rizal ang retraction paper. And about the version 2 is murag forged dito siya or fabricated, like ilalang ni silang like gibuhat, haka-haka na istorya na Rizal did sign the retraction letter. The letter was said to be signed at 11 p.m. on December 29, just 12 hours before his execution. It was made public the next day, but the original wasn't found until 1935, so it is almost 40 years later. That delay is a big part of why people doubt it. Now, who's saying he did retract? Diba, mostly Spanish na mga pari who were in the Philippines during colonial times, like si Father Vicente Balaguer, and he claimed he was with Rizal all night. He said he heard his confession, helped write the letter, and watched him sign it. So si Father Pio back his story, and in 1935, Father Manuel Garcia found the original letter in church archives. Remember, back then the church and Spanish government worked together to stay in power. A retraction from Rizal would have made their rules seem more legitimate, like even the country's biggest critic had surrendered. Their accounts are shaped by that time's religious and political pressure. On the other side are modern historians who dug deep into the evidence. Ricardo Pascual did a handwriting study and found the retraction signature didn't match Rizal's real one he called it perjury. Austin Coates noted there were no independent witnesses. Only the priests were there. Compared the letter signature to dozens of Rizal's other writing and saw differences in how he wrote R and Z. Coates also wondered why the original was hidden for so long. These scholars don't just take one story as true. They cross-check the facts and look at the bigger picture. So that's the end of my part. Now my classmates will take it further with more details on the letter itself and its impact. Thanks for listening.
Version 1, retraction wherein happened. This is the version 1 of the retraction. States that Jose Rizal did sign a retraction letter before his execution. This version claims that Rizal renounced Masonry, withdrew his anti-Catholic writings, returned to the Catholic Church, and expressed his desire to marry Josephine Bracken in a Catholic ceremony. Supporters of this version emphasize the testimonies of priests who allegedly witnessed Rizal signing the document and who described his final moment as spiritually reconciled with the Church. These slides present the view that Jose Rizal did sign the retraction letter before his execution. Supporters of this version claim that Rizal returned to the Catholic faith, withdrew his criticisms against the Church, and agreed to marry Josephine Bracken in Catholic ceremony. Ibali, nakipagkasal kanang sakang Josephine Bracken sa Catholic ceremony. Ang mga misuporta ani nga bersyon nagingon nga niuli si Jose Rizal sa Katolikong pagtuo. Gibawi niya ang iyang mga pagsaway batok sa simbahan. Ug misugot siya nga magpakasal kang Josephine Bracken sa Katolikong seremonya. This claim is mainly supported by Spanish Jesuit priests, particularly Father Vicente Balaguer SG and Father Pio Pai SG, who said they were with Rizal during his final hours. The authors and proponents who assert the authenticity of the retraction include Father Manuel Garcia, CM, the priest who announced the discovery of the alleged original retraction letter in 1935, and Father Vicente Balaguer SG, and Father Pio Pai SG and other Jesuit priest eyewitness. Ang mga misuporta kuno nga tinuod ang retraction sama sa mga Spanish nga pare sama ni Father Manuel Garcia nga miingon nga iyang nakit-an ang original nga retraction letter niadtong 1935. Apil usab sila Father Vicente Balaguer SG or Father Pio Pai SG, mga Jesuit nga pare nga nag-angkon nga nakauban kang Rizal sa iyang katapusang mga oras, nakasaksi sa iyang pagpirma sa retraction. And the next, ang soli ka na Jose Rizal. This slide explains why historians doubt the retraction. First, multiple versions of the retraction letter exist and they differ in wording, punctuation, and sentence structure. This suggests that the document may have been edited, altered, or copied inaccurately over time. And second, handwriting is expert. Observe differences between Rizal's known handwriting and the handwriting on the retraction letter. These inconsistencies weaken the claim that Rizal personally wrote or signed it. Third, there were strong political and religious motives. At that time, Spain was losing control of the Philippines and the Catholic Church was heavily criticized by Rizal writings and retraction would benefit both institutions. So mao ni ang kibali kung i-translate kibali ito sa English ang gining suwat niyo si Rizal. Mao ni siya resulta kung sa English pa ni nga kibali mo lagi translate. The retraction, I declare myself a Catholic and in this religion in which I was born and educated, I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writings, publications, and conduct has been contrary to my character as son of the Catholic Church. I believe and I confess whatever she teaches, and I submit to whatever she demands. I abominate masonry as the enemy which is of the Church and as a society prohibited by the Church. The diocesan relate me as the superior ecclesiastical authority make public this spontaneous manifestation of mine in order to repair the scandal which my act may have caused, and so that God and people may pardon me.
You start.
Start. Okay, daghan kayong version sa sulat na lahi ang mga pulong kung Ginoo dapat usara ka klase gibali kung gibali na celebrity. Okay, daghan kuno kayong version sa sulat lahi ang pulong kung tinuod dapat usara ka klase. Mao nga nagduda ang mga historiador. Daghan kayong version sa sulat lahi ang pulong kung tinuod dapat usara ka klase. Mao nga nagduda ang mga historiador. And then ang sulod sa retraction letter kini nagpakita nga ang nagsulat niingon nga siya usa ka Katoliko o gusto niya mabuhi o mamatay isip Katoliko. Dito siya natawo o gitudluan. And then giingon usab niya nga iyang gibawi ang tanan niyang gisulti, gisulat o gibuhat nga supak sa simbang Katoliko. Nagpasabot kini nga nangayo siya og pasaylo sa mga pulong o sinulat nga nakapasakit sa simbahan. And then gipahayag usab niya nga mutuo siya sa tanan nga gitudlo sa simbahan ug mosunod siya sa mga sugo niini. Iyang giingon nga kontra siya sa masoneriya kay giisip kini nga kaaway sa simbahan. Ug sa katapusan iyang gitugutan nga ipahibalo sa publiko ang maong retraction aron maayo ang kadaot nga nahimo sa iyang mga buhat ug aron masayloon siya sa Dios ug usa sa mga tawo.
So this is the version 2 with regards to the retraction of Jose Rizal. So the version 2 of retraction about Jose Rizal is doubtful, as that many people argues that Rizal did not retract his beliefs and that the retraction letter is likely a fabrication. This interpretation highlights the suspicious disappearance of the original document for almost 40 years and its sudden reappearance in 1935, as well as the existence of multiple conflicting versions with different wording and punctuation. So, according to version 2, there are lots of people who feel doubt because sa document ni Jose Rizal, daghan gyud maka-suspicious because nawala ni siya for almost 40 years and then it reappeared in the year 1935. Also, sa document niya, nag-exist nga different wording and as well as the punctuation. So next, scholars who reject the retraction also point to handwriting inconsistencies and the strong political and religious motives of the Spanish Church to create such a document. So the retraction of Jose Rizal document, many scholars, which is ilang gina-reject because based sa handwriting, dito ga-exist ang inconsistencies o ang more on siya gakuan sa political and religious motives. And that time, the Spanish, sila ang gikuanan nga gakuan datong retraction of Jose Rizal nga document because during that time, the Spanish is mas kuan sila in terms of political and also religious. So there are some statements here serve as an evidence why the retraction of the document of Jose Rizal is doubtful. So the first one is the original document disappeared for almost 40 years. So the document of Jose Rizal, which is the retraction, it disappeared for almost 40 years. The second one is it reappeared only in 1935, raising suspicious suspensions. So the disappeared for almost 40 years and then it reappeared in the year 1935. That's why many people nakasuspicious yun if that document is real. The next one is multiple versions exist, each with different wording and punctuation. The document is exist ang different wording as well as the punctuation because if ang kanang isa ka kuan document, if isa ra ka tawo ang nagsulat ana, if it is real, it is using not different word but the same as well as the punctuation. So there are some says the inconsistencies suggests a letter may have been altered, edited, or forged. So they said because the inconsistencies because makita na to sa document they exist ang versions, different versions, which is uses different wording and punctuation. So, pwede siya kato makasuspicious sa because we people can doubt because ang letter, pwede siya kato nga letter pwede gi-altered or gi-edit or some gi-forge. So next we are talking about the authors. The authors and proponents who challenge the authenticity of the retraction will include Ricardo Pascual, Austin Coates, Leon Malguerrero, handwriting experts, and several modern Filipino historians. So, there are authors which is sila ang proponents or sila ang nag-challenge regarding sa authenticity of the retraction. So, there are 3 authors and that is Ricardo Pascual, Austin Coates, and Leon Malguerrero. Sila ay mga handwriting experts in terms nga makuha nila if kanang ga-use pa kag different wording and punctuation, ga-exist ang different versions of text, and also there are several modern Filipino historians. That's what we are.
So good day everyone. Today I am going to present the tables. So with the controversy version 1, version 2. So our controversy is, did Jose Rizal truly retract his beliefs before his execution? So the version 1 is the evidence claim or the retraction happened. A fully copy of the retraction letter exists. Number 2 is Rizal declared himself a Catholic again. He rejected his earlier writings. He re-announced Masonry, and Jesuit priests claimed that they saw Rizal sign the letter. And then the version 2 is the evidence of claim the retraction is doubtful. So the original document disappeared for decades. It only resurfaced in 1935, and several versions of the letter exist. Differences in punctuations and wordings appear in versions. These inconsistencies suggest that the letter may have been altered, edited, or forged. Original document missing for 39 years and no consistent version exists. So, version 1, it says that Rizal did retract. The strengths are that priests claim that they saw him pray, confess, and even prepare to marry Josephine Bracken. These details support the church theory. So the version 2 is, there are many different versions of the letter. The original disappeared for almost 40 years, and then the Spanish priest only gave testimonies. This makes the source possibly biased and unclear.
Start.
Priest said he performed Catholic practices before his death. He supposedly asked to marry Josephine Bracken in the church. A document matched Rizal's handwriting, according to some experts. Reports said Rizal appeared calm and spiritually prepared before his death. Number 2 is, handwriting experts found inconsistencies. Some witnesses denying any signing happened. Priests were only witnesses. The The church may have had strong political motive. The situation in 1896 could have influenced the creation of the document. Therefore, Rizal may not have written the retraction. So to understand version 1, this side, we looked at the situation during that time. Historically, Rizal was a threat because he inspired the revolution. Politically, a retraction would be useful for Spain. It could weaken the revolution by showing he returned to the church. Religiously, the church had a strong motive to claim Rizal repented so they could protect their reputation. So in conclusion, based on the primary source, the authenticity of Rizal's retraction cannot be fully confirmed. While the document includes testimonies stating that Rizal retracted his anti-Catholic ideas, the long disappearance of the original letter, the existence of multiple conflicting versions, and the suspicious circumstances surrounding the reappearance breaking the credibility of the claim. The primary sources shows that evidence supporting the retraction relies mainly on clerical testimonies, while evidence against its highlights historical inconsistencies, possible forgery, and political motives. So because of the missing document, conflicting versions, and biased witnesses, we can still confirm if Rizal really retracted. There's evidence on both sides, so the truth remains uncertain. Therefore, the retraction remains uncertain and highly debated, and it cannot be accepted as completely genuine based on the available primary evidence. The supporters of this authenticity includes Father Manuel Garcia C.M., Father Vicente Bulanger S.J. or Jesus, and Jesus witnesses, while the critics who question the authenticity includes Ricardo Pascual. The controversy teaches us to think critically about history. It reminds us that documents can be biased and influenced by politics. Whether the retraction is real or not, the debate helps us to better understand Rizal, heroism, and historical truth.
Controversy question. Did Rizal truly retract his belief before his execution? The primary source showed that there is evidence both for his against the retraction. The testimony of priests claim it happened. The missing original document and the multiple version weaken credibility. The political situation may have influenced the document creation. This makes the retraction of the most debated historical event in the Philippines. So, did Rizal truly retract his belief before his execution? The retraction of Rizal remains one of the biggest historical controversies in the Philippines. Some evidence says he retracted, while others evidence say he did not. The testimony of Spanish priests claim that Rizal signed a retraction letter, confessed, and returned to the Catholic faith. However, the original document went missing for many years, and several different versions of the letter were found later, making the history questionable. The political situation at the time also suggests that Spain had strong reason to make Rizal appear loyal to the church before his death. Because of these issues, historians still debate whether the retraction was real or fabricated. The retraction Rizal is the biggest historical controversy in the Philippines kaya wala pa siya na known. Ang uban ay gaingon nga nag-retract siya, ang uban pod wala. Wala bitaw nakapamatuod nga nag-retract bitaw siya. Until now, wala pa gyapon na known. Mo na ang gipang debate sa mga historian, gidebate nila kung nag-retract ba si Rizal or wala. Next slide. Context and Content Analysis Version 1. Strength of the content includes direct testimony from priests who were allegedly present. It matches the church's official narrative during the colonial period. The statement shows specific religious act Rizal suspendedly performed confession, marriage rites, including direct testimony from priests who were allegedly present. This is important because testimony from eyewitnesses gave strong support to the event. That priests claimed they saw Rizal sign the letter, so their statement adds credibility to the church's version.
So, good day, ma'am. I am Raymond Pyle. So, I discussed about the strength of the content. So, it includes direct testimony from priests who were allegedly present. So, the document is supported by accounts from priests who said they were there when Rizal supposedly signed it and returned to the Catholic Church. It matches the church's official narrative during the colonial period. The content of the document is exactly what the church's Spanish clergy wanted and expected to happen during the colonial period. A national hero is repenting his anti-clerical errors. And the statement shows specific religious act Rizal supposedly performed confession, marriage, and rites. The accounts include details about religious actions Rizal allegedly performed, such as going to confession and having a marriage rite with Josephine Bragan. So next is the weaknesses of the content. The retraction letter cited in the primary source has multiple versions with different wording and punctuation. The retraction letter that historians refer to exists in several slightly different copies which have changes in wording and punctuations. This makes it unclear with which version is the true one, if any. So next is the original letter, but vanishing for nearly 40 years, casting a doubt on authenticity. The original document was missing for almost 40 years. This long disappearance caused serious doubt on whether the document presented later was genuine or if it was created during that missing period. So, the testimonies come only from Spanish clergy, making the source biased. All the people who claim the retraction happened were Spanish clergy. They had a strong personal and political interest in proving Rizal retracted, making their accounts biased, not objective. Last is it does not include any eyewitness outside the church, limiting objectivity. No one outside the church, like a neutral government official, a family member, or a friend of Rizal, was included as an eyewitness. This limits the objectivity of the evidence.
By context analysis of version 1, historical context. Rizal was imprisoned for his elegance role in inspiring the Philippine civilization. Example, Rizal was imprisoned by the government, Spain government. They believe his writing inspired the Philippine revolution. 2. The Catholic Church consider him a heretic and need to proclaim him before his death. Example, the Catholic Church, the Spain was losing control of the Philippines. Example, the Philippines was losing control of the Philippines. So both the government and church were under the pressure maintain political context, and the document retraction would weaken the revelation by the suing the Rizal returned to church. Example, if Rizal officially took back would by the suing revelation. Number 3, it would serve in the propaganda. Number 2, it would serve as propaganda for Spain, portraying the Church of the victorious and really authoritative. The Spain could use the retraction to convince people that the church was right. Number 3, the church wanted to protect its reputation of influence, which Rizal has heavily criticized. Example, the Rizal exposed abuse to the church.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Francis Dumarcos Cardero. My topic is context analysis of version 1. Rizal was imprisoned for alleged role in inspiring the Philippine Revolution. The presentation explicitly states that whether the return ruling rejected or not remains uncertain. This reflects the ongoing historical debate. Opponents believe that the document is authentic, while critics argue it was based on certainty. The Catholic Church considered him or heretic and needed to reclaim her before his death. This is his
Start.
The Catholic Church considered him or heretic and needed to reclaim her before his death. This is initiable legacy regardless of the instruction document. Spain was repeatedly losing control over the Philippines. 1896 increasing pressure to protect religious authority. The debate forced continuous critical engagement with history. Documented instruction would weaken the revolution by showing the result return to the Catholic. The presentation argues that the debate is about much more than just a religious conception and conversion. It touches on fundamental aspects of historical study and national identity. I would serve as propaganda for Spain, portraying the church as victorious and morally authoritative.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. And this is the end of our discussion. Thank you, and God bless.